What's going on, guys? This is RaininStormwake, and I am bringing you guys some ACR Assassinate. This is going to be a double special of competitive matches, and I haven't played Assassinate or ACR really in about 2 months, so I'm just starting to come back. And the first day I came back was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I felt like I was shitty at the game. I was like, oh my god, like I'm shitty now. And I mean, yeah, I mean, coming back I'm rusty, but I think it's a combination of things. Like, people have gotten a lot better, and I think that's definitely a huge part of why you know, when I came back I felt like crap. I was like, wow, okay, I suck now apparently. That's cool. And so the first day was a little rough. I got really annoyed, and I almost gave up and just logged off entirely. But I don't know, I stuck it out, and this was the second day back. Played some games with Evil Assassin, who stayed up really late to play against me. Thanks for staying up and playing with me, Evil. Appreciate it. This was a good game I had. Started off really well for me, and it was a really bad game for Evil. I'm sorry about that, Evil, but it was a really good game for me. I actually thought I was going to score really high, and you'll see, like, the first half of this match I rip it up, but the second half of the match I really like start panicking, and I kind of blow the game. But I mean, I still get a pretty good score, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And the next game doesn't have Evil Assassin in it. It's a game on Mount St. Michel. But they're both pretty good games, I thought. I'm still a little rusty. You'll see some sloppy play here and there. But I mean, I don't know, I'm still getting back into things, and hopefully I'll be able to get back and hopefully surpass the level that I was at. And yeah, hopefully that'll happen. I'm going to try to play against Evil Assassin quite a bit, because the kid has been playing every day and has gotten to a ridiculous level lately. So I gotta give him some competition. It's just kind of the way I am. And I'm kind of trying to warm up for AC3, because AC3 is gonna be a lot like ACR. And obviously I'm gonna be playing Assassinate and AC3 pretty much almost exclusively. I'm gonna be bringing all the modes. Like, I'll be doing like mini tutorials for every single mode. But as far as like competitive, I'll probably focus on whatever team mode is the best, and then whatever free-for-all is the best, which in my opinion is Assassinate. As long as they don't do what they did in ACR, which was basically balance the game around deathmatch. I really hope they don't do that. Oh man, I could have gotten a stun right there. That was an easy stun. Oh well. That sucks. I didn't notice that when I was playing at all, but you know, watching it back, you see a lot of things that you didn't really notice the first time around, because you were like tunnel vision on whatever you were doing, and in that case I was tunnel vision on getting my hidden kill there. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Assassinate, AC3, hopefully they will actually put some work and test it and make sure that the locking system isn't terrible like it is in this game. Because, I mean, you're trying to lock someone, there's people running around, and you're just randomly locking people, and it's quite annoying. And you'll see Evil Assassin and a lot of the other good players, they found ways around it. Basically, they will spam quick lock until they get the target they want. I don't know, there's ways to kind of manipulate it, but, I mean, it's just, overall, it's a really terrible lock system, and it's, in my opinion, inferior to the one in ACB. I mean, it may be harder to lock people in ACB, but once you actually get the hang of it, it's definitely more reliable. You know, coming from personal experience, I can tell you that's definitely the case. It's definitely more reliable in ACB. And there's another thing. You see what happened right there? Like, I locked him, threw down my smoke, and for some random unknown reason, my actual lock, my hard lock, came off for no reason. And this happens all the time. And it's cause of much rage and frustration by me, and I'm sure many other people, when your lock just randomly goes off, and then you'll get naked stunned, or you'll get killed, or just all sorts of things, bad things happen because of it. So, I don't know, I mean, there's just so many things wrong with this game, and I really hope that they took more time into making sure AC3 is relatively bug-free. I know they have a patch team, like a DLC team that's going to be working on DLCs and patches for AC3, so hopefully that'll come into play, and even if the game doesn't come out as great as we want it to, at least hopefully it'll start off being better than ACR is now, and we can, you know, we can kind of work with the devs and try to push out some changes, some positive changes in the upcoming patches post-launch. So yeah, hopefully that'll make things a lot better in AC3, because AC3, unlike Brotherhood and Revelations, is an actual, like, you know, AAA title. It's a 3-year project, and I really have high hopes for it. I mean, I'm sure the single player is going to be amazing. I'm actually going to play it. I will probably do a Let's Play for the single player. Probably not right away, because as you all know, I'm very, very into the multiplayer. So, I mean, after I've played the multiplayer quite a bit, put up, you know, enough videos to where I'm satisfied and, you know, got things rolling with the multiplayer, I will check out the single player and probably put up a Let's Play, but it's not going to be around the same time that most people are going to be doing it. So I mean, whatever. I do Let's Plays for fun, and I know a lot of you haven't really checked out my Borderlands 2 playthrough, and I don't blame you guys. I mean, it's fine. But if you do feel like you want to, you know, check out something else, it's pretty funny. I'm playing with Chernzabog, and we're kind of retarded half the time. We'll get lost. We'll, you know, we just kind of mess around, and it's pretty amusing, I think. So if you guys want to check out the Borderlands 2 playthrough, go ahead. If not, no big deal, no hard feelings. I understand you guys are all Assassin's Creed fans, and Assassin's Creed is #1 in my eyes. Even if this game wasn't as great as we all wanted it to be, it was still a pretty fun game, especially before they ruined it with the patch. But yeah, I mean, I've been having trouble, like, trying to stay interested in this game, but as I've been playing more and more, I've been getting more warmed up, so hopefully I'll get some of my skill back. I figured out today that I still pretty much suck at deathmatch, and a lot of people have gotten better at that as well, so I don't know. I was struggling to break like 8 or 9k against good people, when before I could easily break 10. I was playing a lot with Nick Nitrous today, and he's actually really good at deathmatch. The most annoying thing I think in deathmatch is everyone's using smoke bomb, and most people are using smoke bomb, poison, and score ×2, and resilience. So even if you're on the ground, like you just got stunned, you're on the ground, they will still come up and smoke bomb you and focus poison you for, you know, 2,000 points, score ×2. And when you try to smoke bomb them, they have resilience. So it's like, well, I'm gonna lame you with this cheap tactic, but when you try to do the same thing to me, I have resilience because I'm gonna, like, you know, point starve you. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like people are using really gimmick sets, and just, I don't know, it's not very fun. But yeah, Nick was using, I think, firecrackers and disguise, and he was using like abilities that take skill, and he's, I don't know, he's just a really solid player. If you guys run into him in deathmatch, make sure you send him a good game message. He's really friendly, really awesome guy. You the man, Nick. I'm pretty sure he's probably done playing competitive Assassinate, and he's just gonna play it for fun. But Nick back in the day in ACB was definitely one of the best Assassinate players. Really good. So yeah, if you guys like deathmatch, wanted pretty much any of the team modes, expect to see Nick Nitrous around. He still plays ACR a lot. I've been trying to play all the modes, but I'm definitely focusing on Assassinate. Got to get some of my skill back before AC3 hits. Hopefully get back to the competitive level that I was at before. As you can see, this lobby has some good people in it. It has Wayland, Alice Little, she's part of VAA, Evil Assassin, and there's a couple other like lower to mid-level prestiges in here that are pretty solid. And I have no idea where that doctor came from. Where did that doctor come from? I don't know. Anyway, what else has been going on lately? Well, Diablo 3 is coming out with a new patch, as you all know. I've been playing that off and on a lot, and I've made quite a bit of money off that game, which is kind of cool. The game's getting better and better, but I definitely want to focus more on playing Xbox and checking out, you know, some of the new games coming out this fall. I want to get Dishonored. I want to get, obviously, AC3. I want to get Resident Evil 6 because I played the demo co-op with Nick recently and it was really fun. If you guys want to see his demo video that he put up of us playing co-op, go check it out on his channel. It's pretty funny. The game looks really, really good. It's got an interesting, like, third-person view, and I don't know, it really looks like it's going to be a pretty fucking awesome game. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so the game on Souk is done. We are moving on to Mount St. Michel. It's going to be an all-new lobby. I forget who's in this lobby. I think it's just some fairly decent lower prestige people. Obviously not that guy. He's not that decent. That guy does not want to get grab killed, so he moves away. Make my escape. Oh, he's back for more. Throw a throwing knife here. He lets go. Pretty smart, actually. Tries to mute me. Fails. I'm pretty sure I'm probably poisoned at this point, but I'm going to get one last kill. Pretty sure I got hidden on that one as well, and I'm not poisoned, so that was a really good first exchange for me. Probably about 2,000 points in the first minute, so that was a pretty good start. Here, I just go for the quick kill, knowing he's probably going to drop a smoke if I take too long. Both my abilities are still down, so I'm going to, you know, back away. Let my abilities come back. One of the things I really, really don't like with how they did Assassinate in this game is when you're trying to unlock someone, you will just randomly start locking anyone who is moving any speed at all to get them, like, you know, the auto lock. If they're jogging, running, I don't know, breathing, you will lock them on accident when you're trying to unlock. And the cool thing about Assassinate and ACB is you could just push the Y button and you would unlock with the Y button. And I feel that was a way, way better way to unlock. And I have a feeling in AC3, unless they've done some changes to the way the auto lock works, that we're gonna have problems with this again. And I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. There are some definite ability changes. I'm sure a lot of you saw Esco's video. If you haven't, go check out one of his recent videos where he talks about some of the abilities that are changing in AC3. Basically, I'll tell you, just in case you don't want to watch the video, they're taking out Mute, they're taking out Charge, and they're taking out Templar Vision. Kind of interesting that they're taking out Mute. I don't really know why. I kind of like Mute, but I think as far as Assassinate goes, it'll really help with the double defensive sets that people always run. Like right now, obviously, probably the best overpowered set would be Smoke and Mute. It's a double defensive set, and I mean it's overall just good. The only drawback of Mute is that people can unlock you when you go to stun them with Mute, and that's one of the things I really don't like. I feel like people shouldn't be able to unlock you. Like once they're silenced, they shouldn't be able to do anything. But that's one of the problems with Mute. But I mean, you kind of have to be quick, like really quick to do it. Even if you're quick, sometimes you'll still get stunned. So I mean, Mute's still a very solid ability, and if it didn't have such a huge cooldown, I would like it a lot more. I really like throwing knives because throwing knives, not only are they very useful and they can be used offensively and defensively, they also have a very low cooldown. That's also changing in AC3. They're going to have a pretty high cooldown, probably a little bit less than Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb's going to have a much, much higher cooldown. So that's going to be interesting. People are not going to have their smoke up all the time like they do in this game. I mean, in this game you can spec rapid reload smoke, and your smoke will come back so quick. It'll come back in like 35-40 seconds, and that is that's way too fast for Smoke Bomb to come back. I personally use rapid reload smoke most of the time against good players, so I mean my smoke doesn't come back quite that fast. I would rather my smoke last longer than get it back so quick against good players, because sometimes you need that extra second to get your focus, to get your hidden, to get, you know, that double grab or whatever you're trying to do with your smoke bomb. So I feel like the extra time on it is really important. If I do end up using smoke bomb in AC3, wow, I mean, again, the locking problem in this game, like, I'm just spamming the lock and not getting anything. If I do end up using smoke bomb in AC3, I will probably use long lasting, and just, you know, make a good use of my smoke bomb and just try not to waste it. But there's a lot of interesting abilities coming in AC3, so I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. I know for like a lot of the team modes and a lot of the more stealthy based free-for-all modes, there's a lot of abilities I want to test. I want to test out and just mess around with, like Glimmer and Poison Dart, and just, I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff I want to test out. The shield ability. Oh, I don't know about this shield ability. It's going to basically put a shield that will block all other abilities. Kind of sounds like mute, except mute, like, you could be like, you could mute someone and they could still get a smoke off because of lag. I'm wondering, like, if you can shield someone and you could still be affected by smoke because of lag. I mean, it's really going to depend on how they do the shield ability, because it could either be really overpowered or really underpowered. If it's affected too much by lag, it could not be as good as we think it might be. I'm personally just hoping that it will be a good defense against the gun, because the gun is something I really don't like in Assassin's Creed games. I'm sure most of you agree with this. Most people do not like the gun, unless they're a troll and all they do is try to troll people. Then of course they love the gun. But I think most people generally aren't trolls, and they would rather not have the gun in the game. That was interesting. Was that his smoke bomb? Huh, I don't know. Oh man. You can hear Chernzabog in the party going all crazy, like Chernzabog likes to do. Apparently she's playing ACB against KB Pizza. Pretty funny. Oh, anyway. About to wrap up this commentary. It's hard to talk for 20 minutes, it really is. I definitely wanted to bring you guys some Assassin's Creed competitive Assassinate, because I haven't done that in so long. Expect more of that to come, because I'm almost exclusively playing Assassinate to warm up for AC3. I kind of want to get back to where I was, or at least, you know, somewhat to where I was before AC3 comes out, so I don't, you know, get embarrassed and just get stomped on. We'll see though. I mean, it may be way different from ACR. It may be like completely different. It may be like somewhere in between ACB and ACR. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm hoping Assassinate will be good. I know Smoke Bomb isn't going to work exactly like it does in this game. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a slight delay. I'm not sure about the height, but I really hope it's not gonna like knock you off of a lift like it does now, because it's really annoying when people come up a lift, throw down their smoke, and knock you off the top of it. Like, that is completely retarded, completely unrealistic, and just, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking when they made that change. I know people were bitching about the fact that smoke wasn't effective enough, but now it's like way too effective. I mean, there should be a happy medium, you know, like, I don't know. It's like what a lot of people do with like MMOs and like PvP games. Like, instead of slightly nerfing something, they over nerf it. Instead of slightly buffing something, they over buff it. And that's pretty much what they did with Smoke Bomb. And they also just took out things that didn't really need to be taken out. Apparently they were bugs, but like locking and kill animation, there was really nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you locked in the middle of an animation, I mean, someone, like, if you got the, like, in Assassinate, for instance, if you got them as your target, but you were still in the middle of your animation, they could stun you. Like, it's not a surefire way to, like, protect yourself. You could get smoked, you could get stunned if you were still in the animation. It was just a really good way to keep people from vulching you. And, wow, there's another one of those instances where I was spamming X and just, see, look at, okay, the slide kills and the slide stuns in ACR. I really hope they do something about that in AC3, because that's probably the most frustrating thing. And Evil Assassin, I mean, I don't know if it's how good your connection is or what. I mean, I know you have fiber optic connection, but every time you're killing someone and I'm staying back at a safe distance, I'm like, okay, it's probably not a good idea to just run up and kill Evil Assassin when he's doing something, because he'll probably drop a smoke or, you know, mute me or something like that. I'm keeping my distance, and then all of a sudden you just slide over and stun me or slide over and kill me, and I know that's not your fault. But that's definitely one thing I really hope they address with AC3, because the lag in this game really makes it hard to compete. Hope you guys enjoyed that double Assassinate special, and I will definitely be bringing you guys more videos coming up to the release of AC3.